If you told me when I was going in, I got divorced, got that note, my whole life was in shambles, and someone was like, go do Landmark, and I just went. If you told me I was going to talk to my mother in Landmark, I would have walked out the door in a second. Transformation happens in the sharing. I tell you guys that's the point of the group coaching, right? And that is, so Landmark education, which is a lot of my education, is 150 people in a room. And I told you, if you told me when I was going in, I got divorced, got that note, my whole life was in shambles, and someone was like, go do Landmark, and I just went. If you told me I was going to talk to my mother in Landmark, I would have walked out the door in a second. Like, I'm not talking to my mom. We didn't talk for 16 years. And then I get into the class the first day, and here I am calling my mother, because that's what you do. You have to go make up, like AA. You have to go make up with all the people that you had amends with. Transformation happens in the sharing. You guys have seen from the group, Rami tells his story, and then Simon's like, oh, dude, I do the same thing. And Jay's like, oh, I do the same thing. And then you're not alone. I am you, you are me. We're all the same. We are all going through the same thing. Share away, transform your world, make your mess your message, turn your woes into wisdom. So my mess is my message, right? I share all my messes, all running away, my husband, all my stories, divorce, turns into a message. Let your woes be wisdom. And they can all turn into wisdom. You just can't have them emotionally charge you anymore. When something's emotionally charging you, you're not over it. You need to do more work around that area. You don't want to emotionally charge you, though, because it's in the past, and then you're losing your present. Wisdom is past experiences without emotional charges. So if you want wisdom, you got to work through your emotional shit. So like the same stuff with your dad. So like now, it's probably a lot better, right? The dynamics?
Yeah.
Not 100%.
No.
You have more work to do.
Yeah.
There's more conversations you need to have. So it's not like an open and shut case, right? It's not like he gets to have a conversation, his dad's this whole new person. No, his dad's still him. He's still him. And he still needs to have conversations with dad. I have it that or oh, I'm doing it again. Or oh, I'm thinking those thoughts again. Or oh, I have it that you think this about me. Oh, I made this up again, right? It's a work in progress that you have to keep uncovering to discover. So with my mom, I had to keep getting my mom. When I made up with her, my mom was bipolar, manic. Everything was wrong with my mother. So it was not easy making up with her. And there were a million times where I was like, this shit doesn't work. This doesn't work. I can't deal with my mother. I'm just not going to talk to my mother. But then I was like, Jolie, just generate it. Just keep doing it. Just keep generating it. And then when I kept generating it, right? Because when my mom died, we weren't talking. We were not getting along. But I left her with choice. I was able to understand the choice thing, which was so hard for me to understand. Isn't it amazing when we're resistant to things, we don't understand it? I was like confused. I was like, what is this choice thing? And I remember they get up and they go, chocolate, vanilla, why do you choose chocolate? And they kept doing this thing. And I was like, I don't get it. And for years I didn't get it. And of course I didn't get it because I didn't want to choose my mother. And it wasn't like they were forcing me to choose my mother. Choice is choose it like you have it, because if you don't, you're resisting that which is. So you might as well choose it because it's here. So it's basically like choose your whole life, like everything. Like I chose this AC to break, right? Like I chose, then you'd be like, why did you choose it? But like I chose it, like just choose it. This is my day. I choose it. I choose my mother for everything she is, everything she isn't. Why? Because she's my fucking mother. That's why I choose her. No other reason than she's my mother. And then you go, well, that's not so epic. Well, I'm choosing her because she's my mom. So when I got that I left her with choice too. I said, Mom, if you want to, I would love to have a relationship with you. Same with how you could do with your dad in a different way. But you give up. What do you have to give up? I said, Mom, I want to have a relationship with you so bad. I would love it. And, right, the and word versus the but word, not but. I say, and I can't unless you can talk at an octave that's like normal or lower. If you scream, I can't have that relationship, because once you start screaming, I get like, it upsets my insides and I start to shake. I don't even know what to do with this. She went ballistic. I can't stretch. I was like, okay, let me know when you can. And I hung up, right? So she had a choice. She made the choice. She said, no, I can't. Okay. So I got to like take it off of me and leave it with her. Whenever you can, call me. So that's why I always say when she died, I didn't feel like, oh my God, I'm so guilty. I didn't talk to my mother, put myself in the way. No, because I left her with choice. If she wanted to have a normal conversation, I would love to have that. And then I didn't want to beat myself up like, oh my God, why can't I have a normal conversation with my mom? Oh, it sucks. I can't have right? Because then I'm a victim, and I didn't want to be a victim either. I just have to be it like it is, choose it like it is, have it like it is, because it is like it is. And if she comes around, she comes around. And if she doesn't, it is my life. And I choose it because that's my life. I had to people are like, anytime I tell people, oh, my dad died when I was 2, they always go, oh, I'm so sorry. Or, oh, I didn't get along with my mom. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've had 80 billion sorries my whole life. And I'm thinking, I don't know any different. So I almost feel weird when someone says sorry, because it's like, sorry? I don't even know what it's like to have a father, because I never had a father. I mean, well, my mom would be sad if I said that. Since 2, because he died when I was a baby. But I didn't know any different. So to be sorry is like, you're sorry. Sorry you're not black. It's like, what do you mean sorry you're not black? You're like, you don't know any different. So you be grateful for everything you have and everything you are. I'm so happy I have my mother, so happy. I wouldn't know what it's like to have your father. He's not my father. And you want to make yours work. Because I saw the way you responded to me. You were like, kind of like maybe back to the same it was, almost. It's your be first. It's your responsibility to transform that if you want. But I believe whether you want it or not, it's a necessity, because it impacts the way you feel about yourself. And you don't want to feel those ways about yourself. So you want to talk to your dad. And I can tell you, your dad doesn't want you to feel those ways about yourself. So that's the shame. That's the shame part of it, is that you're in this story of what you think your dad thinks you're supposed to be doing, or how you're supposed to be, that he doesn't think, maybe because of words he says. And you need to use your words and say, Dad, I'm so grateful you say that. And I'm really thankful that you love me and you want the best for me. And I'm going to do this. And I would appreciate it if I had your support, because it means a lot to me. So you come in and then you get to own your voice, and you get to own your power. And then you're like, whew, that worked. Because it did work when you talked to him the first time. Yeah. But then too much time came in between, and then you lose it. And then they are who they are, and then the dynamics come back again. So you got to regenerate. Make sure you like this video, and if you really like it, share it with others and comment below, because your comments will generate new content for me to do more videos. So ask great questions and I'll give you great answers. And make sure you subscribe and click the button below, and make sure to click on notifications so you get notified every time I have a new video.